we got an outdoor air conditioner. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Looking good. Let's check it out and let's see what we got. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Probably going to need this. Does have a controller with it, so let's set that there. And then we've got to cut all these. All right, so let's pull this out. Set that there. I do believe this whole thing should come right out. There we go. So there's a whole bunch of pieces in here. This looks like a collar piece here. These look like flex hoses. And this looks like some more collars. And I do believe this is power station here. Let's just take a quick look. Yeah, that's that. This is a transformer here. And it's going to have a plug. So there's another plug somewhere. We've got to find it. Let's set that down here next to that. Let's go ahead and unwrap these. All right, so this definitely looks like a collar, right? We'll set that there. I do believe this is like for the dual hose. So that's a dual hose collar. And all of these, oh, there's stuff inside. Check it out. So they put the power cord here. So you're going to need that to put it to it with that transformer. And let's just check out the flex hose. Okay, so there's one. We'll keep everything because we don't want to lose any of this. And here's a drainage hose. We're going to need that. Set that there. Pull that out. So remember that we're going to have to put, when we put this stuff away, we'll put it away inside these flex hoses. And there's another one, right? So that's everything that comes in that top part. And this, of course. And this. Let's open this up. So we may need this. And there it is. This is the controller. All right. So it does have this little thing that you pull out, and then it'll work. But we'll wait to do that. I'm going to set that right there. All right. So far, so good. Let's just put this over here. This is the unit here. Take a look. All right. We got to pull it out of its plastic. Wow, this thing is pretty cool. Oh, there we go. All right, let's slide the box out of the way. Set her down. All right, so there we go. That's everything. Let's take a look at the unit. I do believe the power cord is going to go here. This may be the drain. Notice that this does have a cover, which it wasn't on there when we got it. This looks like where the air is going to get sucked in. The air gets blown out here, all right, and sucked in here from what I'm seeing. This is the name of it. Enjoy Cool. Here is the power doohickeys, and it kind of tells you strong, cool, fan, sleep, power, plus and minus. So they're pretty simple, right? And I think they probably correspond directly with this too. So you can see there's the power. Here, let's just turn it this way. You can see it's basically the same thing. Power, strong, cool, fan, sleep, plus and minus. That's it. All right. And look, I can do it with one hand, so that's pretty good. All right, so that's everything that comes in the box. Here is paperwork on it, and let's see what they say. We may have to read up on it before we do anything. Here's some type of warning that comes with it. So if you guys want to screenshot that, you can. I mean, it's pretty simple. You just got to plug it all in and put your flex hoses on. And that's it, really. It's kind of like just like any portable AC. Okay, bam. All right, so this can come with a battery pack. I don't believe we got one. Nope. So this didn't come with a special battery pack, so we have to plug it in. All right, so anyway, if you look at the unit here, you're going to notice that there's two exhaust ports in the back, and there's a little hole here and a little hole here. Now, if you look at this, you're going to see you've got a larger connector here and here, and basically they just kind of smush in. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the little part in here first and then smush it onto the top. So we're just going to go like that. And you got to push this button down to get it in, right? And then it snaps in there, and bam, you're ready to go. And then what you would do is take one of these or two of these flex hoses right here, and we would connect them on here. I found out that usually you go righty-tighty, but on these, you gotta screw them in to the left, like this. You see that? That's how they go in, just like that. So you gotta turn them, so you're turning it counterclockwise. All right, so see how I'm turning it? I'm turning it counterclockwise. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just leave these in here. And then you can turn these things like this. Whoops. Don't let that happen. Get that back on there. Oh, doesn't want to snap in there, does it? All right, so yeah, that might happen to you. Anyway, these flex out, and you can make them as long as you want, and then you can turn them, or you can turn them up, whatever direction you want them to run in. So you got to remember that if you're in a tent, these would probably be facing out of the tent because you want the hot air out. And so that's basically how those set up. So let's flip this around. Let's go to the front. Now you notice we got one more of these flex hoses, right? We set this over here, and we got one of these. Now this goes on the front here. It follows me? So you see there's a little hole there, and it sets in there. So what you got to do is you got to get this one in the bottom, right? See if you can see. And then this one goes up top there. But you got to press it down to get it to fit in. And then it's in there. So let me show you. To release it, you press this and pop out. So you've got this one right here, and it kind of fits right in there. And then you got to make sure that it fits on the side. You see how it catches on there? That kind of lets it in. You see? Right there. So it's kind of catching on these. And that's it. And then again, you just do this like this. Now you don't have to do this, put this on, but I'm going to show you so that you guys can see. So I'm going counterclockwise. Whoops. All right. So anyway, I'm going counterclockwise with this, just so you guys can see it. Just like that. And bam, Bob's your uncle. Now we've got all the hoses on. Now, like I said, you can extend these. You can pull them out, and make them longer. But I don't think we need to do that right this second. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and plug in the power, right? So I'm going to put her over here. Whoops, that fell off. This is kind of interesting. Even though this fell off, if you wanted to, you could just leave these in there like that. But anyway, let's set them to the side. And I want to show you the power area here. So if you look, this is going to give you the info on this, all right? You see that? And it even shows you the plug, right? So here's your plug right here. Let me pop it open. And then if we come over here, you're going to notice that we've got this power cord here. And it's got a like a collar on it that you got to screw on there. So, if you look on the bottom, you're going to see there's a little like run there. And if you see right there, you're going to see that run. So you've got to kind of match that up. So we've got to put it like this and then go down and try to find that run. And once we're there, we can go ahead and tighten our collar down. All right, now this collar should just screw on. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we've got it attached on there. That was a little bit tricky, but it worked. All right, so let's set her down. Now, like I said, I don't really have to put this on, but I was just showing you that you can use that, to put outside. Over here, you're going to see you've got a little area to plug this in, right? So we've got to get that plugged in right there. So we've got to grab our plug, and there it is right there. We're going to hook that up, and then we just plug it into a socket. So let's do that. All right, so these all come with these twisters on them, so we got to untwist it. Bam, done. You might want to save that for something later. And then this gives you about, I would say, 5 feet of cord. All right, so you've got to have 3-prong, and then this goes into the transformer. So let's do that now. All right, so here's the transformer, right? So this is going to go, see how it's got a bevel on it? You just got to match it up, right? Like that. Now that's ready to go. Now we can go ahead and plug this in. All right, I'm sitting on the ground. Oh my gosh. So here's our setup so far, right? All right, let's go ahead and plug her in over here. And now we're plugged in. Oh, look, there's a light. Right there, we got a light. Slide this out of the way, keep that. All right, so there we go. Now, I didn't put this hose on yet, but maybe I should, right? In case it starts to leak out water. And I think it just goes right down here. You would think that would go right on there. It doesn't want to. That is discouraging. You would think that would go right on there. All right, folks, I don't know about that. And this right here, that really doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? So this could be a problem here. That ain't working. All right, so that's a problem. You're going to find that. That's my number one. I'm a little bit verklempt about that. So it's a little bit, this thing's a little weird to work with. There we go. Okay, those are on. Now we can go ahead and try it out and see what we think. Oh, Jesus, come on, man. That is not a good design. See, this is not popping up. But anyway, we'll give it a run. It's powered up, so I'm gonna go to power. It's on 81. Let's go down. All right, let's go to 68. See how it feels. This is supposed to be the cool air here. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. Let's go strong. Cool. That's good. Fan. So you can see the difference on it. Sleep. And then back to strong. All right, let's get a closer look on this. All right, so these are the different phases here, okay? So I've got it on strong, right? I've got it on, and then if I want to go to cool, I could go here. And it doesn't really change that much on the pressure, but it's definitely cool. Feels good. You can see over here, that feels really cool. Feels good. All right, so let's go back over here. So let's go to fan. When you go to fan, you don't really get that coolness. And then you see it said F3, that's fan. You go to sleep, it's still blowing, right? Now let's say I want to go lower. If I want to go higher, there you go. Now I'm going to go back to cool. I'm going to drop it down to, let's go really low. All right, so we're at 62. When you get over here, I gotta tell you, that's pretty cold. Cold air, definitely. All right, so it's definitely pulling air from this side over here, but you know, we're in the same room. If you feel this, it's hot air. This is where it sucks in the cool air. So this one on this side pulls cool air in. This one blows hot air out. So basically, we're blowing out cold air over here, you know? We're blowing cold air here, sucking air here, and blowing hot air out there. So that's how the heat exchange works. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos on stuff like this. Peace out.